Jesus is risen, and he's sitting at his throne, and the angels are worshiping him. All the saints are singing his glories. Mission is accomplished. And now what? Have you asked that question to yourself? What happens after the party, right? Well, when he spoke to his disciples, he was very clear that while it was mission accomplished for him, their mission was about to begin. And I know he tells us the same thing. We know these verses by the title, the Great Commission. Let me read it for you. Mark chapter 16, verses 14 through 16. Later, he appeared to the 11 as they sat at the table, and he rebuked their unbelief and hardness of heart, because they did not believe those who had seen him, Jesus, after he had risen. And he said to them, "Go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. He who believes and is baptized will be saved, but he who does not believe will be condemned." Friends, what I want to do is this coming 4 weeks, I want to unpack this statement, the Great Commission. I want to turn it into 4 topics, but I want to make sure that we find ourselves, we find our calling within these words, because afterwards the Great Commission was also given to you, to me, as Christians. Today we'll talk about the first one. Go into all the world. Jesus wrote the story, so we have a story to tell. Jesus saved us, so we have a testimony to share. Jesus did it, so we also can do after him. See, the heart of the Great Commission is that his completed mission is now our Great Commission. Yeah, we know the story. Jesus won the battle. So what now? We just go back to our ways? That's it. Lent is over. The Holy Week is over, and we celebrated. We've enjoyed. Let's just go back until the next season comes. Not for us. It shouldn't be for you. We're not here to make some new rituals or create a new religion out of all this and just become comfortable in just celebrating and forgetting the next day. No. See, while the word commission means to instruct, to give command, is built on the word entrust. Commission means to entrust. And when something is entrusted into your power, you are made responsible for it. So yes, we are responsible to carry this Great Commission. That is the gospel, the good news of salvation. Hey, aren't you happy that you don't have to go around teaching some laws or reminding people that they're going to hell? Jesus gave us the Great Commission to go and preach the good news of salvation. The question is, what are we doing with it? Who are you telling this story through words and actions? You know, I remember there is this saying that every once someone passes away, they say as long as you remember them, they're not dead. You know, if the secular world realizes the importance of remembering, how much more we should do that. Remembering that the news of that salvation is available, ready for everyone. And most importantly, people are waiting to hear it. Romans chapter 10, from verses 14, we read, "How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? How they shall preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who preach the gospel of peace, who bring glad tidings of good things. We don't realize this, but this how question will be asked to every one of us one day. How are they going to hear if you don't preach? How are they going to know and realize the good news of salvation if you don't share your testimony? We all have to answer to this question. If you answer it now, God gives you a title. Now you are a missionary. While we enjoy the work of our missions committees and all these big missionary associations, well, you are part of it. You must be part of it. We all are the missionaries of Jesus Christ on this earth. When we say, God so loved the world that He sent His Son, we tend to finish the story there without realizing that God still loves the world and He sends you and me as His sons and daughters. We are all missionaries. When God says He so loved the world that He sent His Son, just remember that God still loves this world and He sends you and me as His sons and daughters to this world. Into the world means from far doesn't work. Close enough is never enough. We have to go into the world and tell them who Jesus is, what Jesus did, and what God still does. Friends, Jesus said yes to His calling. Will you? Jesus didn't choose His destination. It was chosen for Him. He just followed the Father's instructions. I'm not sure you saying, yes, Lord, send me, which way God is going to direct you, but I know one thing for sure. If you follow His instructions, the end is resurrection. The end is victory. How shall they hear without a preacher? Will you be one? How shall they preach unless they're sent? Let me ask you that you don't wait for humans to send you, because our mission is not a human mission. God sends you so you can do things that only you can do through God's power. Be encouraged. The Great Commission is our mission. So as we celebrate, we're still in this celebration of Christ our Lord is risen. I want you to know that that's not the end of the story, but only the beginning. Let's obey and let's preach the gospel. God bless you.